Welcome to the Beantown Bully podcast. I'm your host, Bosh. Let's get right into it. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you understand that Kendrick and Drake beef, or sorry, Drake and Kendrick beef, I should say, because Drake's the one who started it and getting these work. Canada is down bad right now. Canada is down bad.
Drake!
People are saying, oh, it ain't need to get too far. Fuck all that. We already know this wave hopping nigga is getting all types of benefits that regular rappers weren't even getting. But let's not make it a race thing. Even though he kind of is a little weird, doing a little weird thing, blackface. I'll delve deep into all these things. But I just gotta let you guys know, especially my Canada listeners, you just got bodied.
Stop! He's already dead.
I don't want to hear Six God anything, dog. That man better bring the sweatshop together, hire some new employees, bring the sweatshop together. I'm gonna need people who are MVPs in the sweatshop. You might have to get Drake's original ghostwriter back, Quentin Miller, back on the scene to help him, dog. Now, Kanye hopped on it. I love me some Mr. West, especially unhinged Mr. West. Now, hey, I would argue the fact that he has been a little all over the place throughout the years. If we're gonna talk about Mr. West for a little bit. But I'm gonna have to say, he's done some weird shit. But then when you look at the other weird shit he does and how much flack he gets for it, I'm like, nah. If you're not mad at him about the shit he said before, don't be mad at him now. That's my thing. So when I go and talk about Kanye West and Kanye West talking about Drake has a sugar baby daddy, a Jewish sugar baby daddy, since Drake is Jewish. People are talking about that's giving him a benefit in the music industry, talking this and talking that. It might be. The Jews may needed a W on that front in the music scene. There's old clips coming up saying that Drake only says he's black or calls out black to steal people's music and shit like that. You guys can be the judge of that. You listen to his music. You see the waves he be out. You see the people he quote unquote bring up. I don't know who he's really bringing up. He does one song for a person, with a person, I should say. You know what? I might have to take that. I might have to roll that back a little bit. He did some music with Rick Ross, but most of the underground people he'll hop on their beat, show him a little shine, and maybe that's the way he needs to do it. Maybe that's how it should be done. People are saying he should have done more for these smaller artists. I don't know what you want from the man. I'm trying to be objective as possible on my overall hate for Drake. I dislike Drake for a lot of reasons. The wave hopping, he doesn't really have his own sound. A lot of people have said that. The ghostwriter things. Let's just be honest. He can't be in no one's top anything list if he had a ghostwriter. And that goes for any rapper who had a ghostwriter. Rap is different from all these other genre of music. You are praised for having the things come off your dome, or having everything come out from your mind. That's what you get praised for. Now, if you want to talk about he's a good artist, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's uplifting people, I guess, in God's plan, the little things he does. Sure, we can talk about all those things, but in this rap beef, none of that means anything. Now, he's been coming at... First of all, he comes out a lot... He's like the king of sneak dissing. He's the king of sneak dissing. Came at Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, who was in the OVO sweatshop, gave him some bangers early on. ASAP Rocky talking about this man's wife, the mother of his two children, I think? I think he put 2 babies in her, about to put a third. Yo, just leave it alone, Drake, dog. Drake has always been a corny. Like, just like people say Jay-Z's a corny cool, they're trying to make Drake corny cool too. Drake has always been about the people around me is doing this. Then he started talking about, first of all, when he first came out, he was never on that tough shit. Then he started coming around making all that tough shit. Cool. The music was ill. But Drake's not the guy. He's not the guy gonna be talking like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're really gonna be like, oh, Drake is this, Drake is that, he's not the guy who's gonna be doing all those things. But he's talking tough. And if he's allowed to get a pass on talking tough like that, then Slim Jesus and Drake are on the same level. Let's put it out there. Let's put 6ix9ine on the same level too. If we're giving a pass for Drake for talking tough, 6ix9ine, Gunna, who, from the information I've heard, that he was snitching. That's how he got out early. But people have no qualms about that. Cool. The blackface thing. People said that he did it to put awareness out on blackface. I was like, that's a little weird. Everybody knows about blackface, but that's a little weird. You were in a predominantly Jewish school, had was that Jewish coming of age stories? You know, you lived the Torah. Cool, all those things. That's your heritage, all right? No one's coming at that. At least not yet. At least I'm not yet. But come on, man. This man was acting crazy. His mentor, fucking his mentor's girl while he was in prison. Lil Wayne. This man's just been doing sneaky shit. This is why people came at him. Also, I was doing a little research. Common came at this man because this man was doing some greasy moves, trying to come at his girl, his ex-girl. I thought ex-girl at the time. Drake didn't want none of that. He didn't want none of that beef with Common. Common named him on a record, calling him a bitch, his mama bitch, his daddy a bitch. No comment. That nigga stayed in his lane. You know why he stayed in the lane? Because he didn't want the smoke. His team, the sweatshop, wasn't prepared for beef at that level with that realness from Common. Common, actor, singer, all right? I kind of like Common's his wave. I'm not going to disrespect him and say little wave. I kind of like Common's wave, all right? At the time, he had his R&B-ish, rap-ish lane. I fucked with it. That movie with him and Queen Latifah, the basketball movie, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. If I want to watch a good, wholesome movie, I turn that on. That shit, I fucked with it. Again, me being biased, I like Common, like Queen Latifah. The movie was just good. It was an overall good movie. A little rom-com, just throw a little rom-com out sometimes. Pull it up. But now, Drake has been trying to get at people's girls, their moms, their aunties, tweeting people. He's been doing that dirty move for quite a while. No surprise that people haven't been fucking with this man. No surprise. He deserves the hate. If everything that people are saying that he's been doing, no, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff that you getting mad at him for fucking a girl, that's a little weird, blah, blah, blah. But if you literally actively was just really messing with them, and then something happened, and this nigga just moves on them, and this nigga was just trying to big you up, come on, man. Let it die inside. Let it die down, and then shoot your shot. But he was out here like a vulture. But let's talk about those pedo incidents. Billie Eilish, Millie Bobby. This man was hanging out with them, giving them their phone numbers, talking about boys.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah.
What advice does he give you? What does he say?
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
People might even saying red shirt in them. If you don't know the term red shirt in them, he's preparing them for his dick. Because this nigga is out here, dog. Preparing them. Sprinkle a little something until they become of age, so he can just slide in, build them up the way he needs them to work. Maybe he was messing with these girls when they were younger, underage. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. That stink. It looks weird when you put everything into view. These artists, these young female artists, talking about, I think it's been known that he be trying to flow girls out and then try to fuck them. Of age, hey, 2 consecutive adults, leave it alone. Besides that, if they're underage, this man's a creep. Red shirting him. The same things that we niggas got at Tiger for is the same thing that Drake is doing. And plus, Tiger got the family's blessing and all that shit. I was like, it is what it is at that point. Now, the wave hopping, taking everybody's sound. He doesn't have a sound of his own. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. This is the king of wave hopping. He'll put out a fucking Afrobeat song. He'll put out some UK sounding songs. UK what's that? Grimes? One of them. Anyway, he'll put out some music like that. Just hop on the wave. Maybe throw people a bone by putting an artist on there. I don't know if I can be too judgmental, too much hate on that specifically, because that is a big artist giving them a shot. But what is Drake known for? And then he's actually has another guy. He stole his whole flow. I gotta remember these people's names, but he just stole his whole flow, and that's the flow he's been using ever since. Early Drake until like he got Beard Drake, there was a difference. Now we could say the same thing with fucking Jay-Z. If you want to talk that talk, Jay-Z, when he first came out, he was spitting that whole fast spitting. When Biggie came out, he started slowing it down. Maybe that was the era people in. Slow spitting was the wave, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. I'm only using that as an example. That might not actually be true, but I'm using that as an example because I've seen that people brought that up as an argument about why they hate Jay-Z. There are more reasons to hate Jay-Z. Now again, conscious rap, stuff like that, a lot of people's not really gonna listen to it. People want that negativity, and negativity is what sells records. But we could also say is that these labels are only promoting the negativity. And then isn't it kind of a little spooky that this guy got his house shot up all of a sudden? I'm gonna have to say this man had to pay him to get shot, because that looks weird that like after that someone decided they're just gonna ride on Drake's house. Everybody knew where Drake lived. Literally. This nigga was posting it. He posted it himself. Didn't Rick Ross and him were posting the addies? Like he's done that. He's done that before. Every time one of these fucking famous people buy homes and shit, it's big news. So everybody starts talking about their home. Does he live in a gated community or whatnot? So how the fuck was that even possible for them to ride through and start shooting up the place? That's what I'm talking. Again, that whole area is like a shitload of rich people live there. From actors, movie stars, actors, movie stars, the same thing, TV stars, doctors, lawyers, like rich people live there. So all of a sudden, after a diss record, someone decided they're gonna spin the block? Come on, man. That looks a little weird. I might be wrong. I might be reaching on that part, but come on, dog. That shit is crazy, dog. How they gonna let that shit go down? Drake again. People saying, "Oh, everybody's coming at Drake." Drake have been doing some grimy shit. He stole a beat from P. Diddy. P. Diddy, you know, Brother Love, the biggest gangster from the East Coast, West Coast era, bigger than Suge. That dancing nigga who allegedly has a sex trafficking case was out here putting the beats on fucking Drizzy, putting the beats on him. Smack that nigga up left and right. Hyper uppercut. Diddy bopping on Drizzy. People are saying because he stole a beat from him. Hey, Stop acting like this. Stop acting like the nigga who just be making fucking noises in the background of music ain't that dude, dog. I haven't talked about Diddy being the biggest gangster in fucking rap history. Is that what you were trying to say? And when I say gangster, I don't mean like good or bad. I'm like, just the shit that he's alleged of, like sex trafficking, blowing up people's cars, smacking people up, dangling people off roofs, just like Suge. I was just like, oh, whoa. And niggas thought that he was a joke. Same thing with niggas talking about fucking MC Hammer. Like this man had hands, dog. Too legit to quit, dog. But stop playing. Back to Drake. The pedo comments is him reaching out to younger people in general, younger females. The things he's affiliated with, people talking about some websites that are trying to promote kids in the industry to get a leg up. Hey, I'm not gonna just jump and fucking swan dive onto the whole pedo comment, but it is a little weird when you hear things that like just the average guys doing would be put on a list. Yes, and would be put on a list, and I would have to question them. I was like, yo, why are you doing any of these things? Why are you doing this? Why are you reaching out to these people who are not blood related to you like this? These young females. Why would you do that? But Drake is getting a pass. They love him. They also hate him. Him bringing up that girl on stage, that 17-year-old kissing up on her neck, whispering into her ears. Yo, it looks bad. Very bad. But I just don't know what to say at that point because Drake's a weirdo. He's a weirdo, and we all know he's a weirdo. He could have did better. Now, for all the Canadians who were let down by your savior, pick better saviors. Pick better leaders. That was your man going out that bad. And people's like, it might not be that deep. It's not that deep. It's not a Canada versus America thing. Nah, fuck that. Canada's taking this L. I've been hearing a lot about the 6 God. This nigga wave hopping. People talking about he's the best rapper. Fuck out of here. Ghostwriter. Hate. That's all I want right now. All I want is hate. Now, does he deserve to lose his life? Nah, I don't think that it needs to get that far. Does someone need to put the pause on him? Maybe. Because Drake has been steady reaching and been doing a lot of fuck shit. Maybe someone needs to put the pause on him. Did the guy, if what is said is true, that, someone outside of Drake's organization fucking shot his bodyguard, that's a little something. Yeah, he didn't need to get shot. If it was an inside job, I wouldn't hold that against him. Supposedly, he was sprinkling information about him having a daughter. Who does that? That's the thing. Who does that? People think, oh, that's a cool move. Nigga, you're gonna pretend about a fake family? Who thinks about putting on information about a fake family that you may or may not have? I would think that would be the same individual who would pay someone to shoot someone in his organization so people feel bad for him to try to push a narrative that he's not getting bodied. I would think that's the same person. What about y'all? Come on, man. It's only logical. But they might have a fall guy already. Because here's the thing. Even if it's not true, the person who shot up the spot, you're going down.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail.
Because let's just look at the facts. You went to a very rich neighborhood. These niggas pay money so poors can't even get in that area. So if this person is not related to Drake in any shape, form, or fashion, none of his groups, nobody did it on his behalf, you're gonna get caught. There's no way in hell you're not gonna get caught. Just you entering that neighborhood, your license plate is somewhere. And these are facts. Drake has been steady getting away with fuck shit. And let's just look at it. Common destroyed him. He didn't want the work. Pusha T, when we learned about the blackface shit with Pusha T, it was a wrap. But people like Drake so much, they look past all that. Well, the blackface was this, da-da-da-da. His Jewish side let him get, the Jewish side let him get past that, He's been through both sides. He can claim the Holocaust, he can claim slavery. He can do all that. Dog, like, what the fuck are we even talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? Just having a baby with a prostitute, you lose points, dog. You lose points. Your child's baby mother is a whore. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a man who went out there, who had everything to lose, put a baby in a whore, then try to magically put it all together and have an Adidas promo run with his son. Crazy, right? And Drake's not the only one who's putting babies in whores. Come on, man. These people just need to have more respect for themselves. Like, there is a reason you don't turn a hoe into a housewife. Why are you doing this to yourselves? But again, I think Drake is the one who made it cool to do all these fuck shit. To a lot of people's eyes, like, he's winning. Like, you literally just got a high price escort / hooker, put a baby in her, and now you have to take care of her and the child. Now, let's not get too bad on the child itself. But the baby mom, whore. You could have chose anyone in the industry you could have got. But you went like, let me just have a baby for whore. Like, plan B, condom, nothing. You deserve to be made fun of. You deserve to be made fun of when you choose to have a baby by a whore.
Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved.
People were praising you with the whole hot sauce and condom shit. Even if that was a true story, people were praising like, oh, Drake's smart. Every reason to give this guy a W. Every reason. Didn't Drake get peed on? Didn't T.I.'s man pee on Drake? And nothing happened? I'm just saying. This is the guy you guys want to win. This is the guy. Canada, you are down bad right now. Like, realistically, you only have, in the music scene, The Weeknd right now. You really only have him. And if Drake goes down for these pedo comments, which is doing him damage, even if they're not true, they're doing a lot of damage. Brand deals, like, he's losing a shitload of money. Anyone who's affiliated with Drake and these pedo comments, like, you can defend Drake all you want, but the videos, the actors and actresses themselves are saying that, this is what he did for me when I was younger. It all sounds weird. Even if it's not true, it looks bad. He's gonna have to go quiet. People are saying he kind of went quiet by dropping his last track. That sounded like a complete, like, I give up. But then he wants to go and do some more tweets. Maybe Drake needs to crash out on this one. Crash out on it, Drake. You made permanent decisions on the bullshit that you were going through before, with the fucking hooker as the mother of your child, getting peed on, stealing beats from P. Diddy, talking about Rihanna. Just crash out, Drake. Crash out. If everything is what they're saying is true, that all this was plots against you and all that, and you didn't deserve none of this, crash out, Drake. They shot your bodyguard. Crash out. They tried to murk you. Crash out, Drake. Talking about, I gotta take the high road. Fuck out of here. The goon you pretend to be that on the record. Shooting in the gym, all that. Be that on the record. Be it. Now is the time for you and the OVO sweatshop to come together. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet, dog. That's what you niggas need to do. You need to Voltron that shit. Alright? Fucking Mulatto Ranger it, dog. Whatever the fuck you need to do after what Kendrick has done to you, Niggas are Metro. What has been done to you is gonna be analyzed for years to come. What you did to Meek Mills about doing this, and this. You put out songs, stuff like that. Meek Mills is an era that you had to write your own rhymes. And when he brought that up, he understood that, no one cares about that now. Again, we're in the era that these things that he's been known for, he's getting a pass for. He's getting a pass for not having his own writers. Because we don't look at people who have ghostwriters on those lists. That's the crazy part. But I'm going to have to end this one. And Canada, I'm going to have a moment of silence for you.